Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It's Thursday, the 27th day of February. Can you believe we're almost done with February?
No.
We got 2 more days. Usually there's only 28 days, but we got the 29th. It's a leap year, so we got an extra day. But today is Insomnia Awareness Day. And trust me, if you have insomnia, you are very aware of it. National Chili Day, National Kahlua Day, National Retro Day, that's pretty cool, National Strawberry Day, National Toast Day, and National Polar Bear Day. A lot of things going on today.
Yeah.
Also, I've got, I was going to say I've got a guest. No, I don't. It's a Thursday. I've got a Dear John letter, and we're talking we've got a Dear John letter from Closet Queen. Somebody's got a whole bunch of stuff in her closet, and she's wondering if it's appropriate to talk to a coworker about, hey, do you want this? But she doesn't know the coworker. So if you would like to chime in, it's kind of a bizarre letter. We've got it on our Facebook page, facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.
Student loan debt is out of control for many people. Are you one of them? The average graduate walks away with anywhere from $25,000 to $40,000 in student loans. Believe it or not, 2% even manage to owe over $100,000 by the time they graduate. If you have several different student loans, let us consolidate them into one loan and one payment at singlestudentloan.com. If you have only one student loan, we may be able to offer you a better rate to help you get that loan paid off sooner at singlestudentloan.com. That's singlestudentloan.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Study by Northeastern University found that smart speakers accidentally record your conversations 19 times per day. Wink, wink. Accidentally. We have, I'm not going to say her name because, she just might hear it. You know, the one that rhymes with...
Yes, I know who you're talking about.
If I even say something that rhymes with. And I wonder when we say that name on the radio, if everybody's little machine all around the listening area, if they pop on.
I'm sure they do.
So should we just start saying that name and then have it? That would be kind of mean, really. Anyway, if you'd like to read this study, it's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
When was the last time you got a new credit card? If you have a card that's been in your purse or wallet for a long time, you should check and see if you're getting the best rates. You may find a better credit card that will give you the points you want or cashback options you don't get right now. At BetterCreditCards.com, you see all the major credit card companies and their best offers. Let them compete to earn your business. And if the one you have right now is better, keep it. Find a card that's a better fit for you at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. Upon returning home after an evening of boozing at a bowling alley, Rebecca Durante wanted to, have a little fun with her boyfriend. But he was saying, no, I'm not really interested in that. And that turned into a verbal engagement that then turned into a really big fight. She followed him, punched out the glass in the window with her hand. And then started hitting him
or his car?
In his car.
Whoa.
Yeah. Police say they observed multiple windows broken, shattered glass on the floor. 51-year-old Durante, that's the guy, 23-year-old. She followed him, 23-year-old. So she is 23, he is 51.
Oh, my gosh.
Either way, police say that she was extremely intoxicated when all this stuff happened, and she was the primary aggressor. So... dude, you might want to just move.
Might want to move on for sure.
It sounds kind of dangerous. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show. This, by the way, is what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Steven Spielberg is in the news, and it's not really anything that he's doing. It's his daughter. Have you heard about this?
No.
So he says that he's embarrassed and concerned for his 23-year-old daughter, Michaela, after she announced plans to make a film that's like, X-rated.
Oh.
And he said he's embarrassed for her decision. And,
I don't blame him.
So I wonder if she was interested in being in movies. This guy makes a lot of movies. Wouldn't she have the opportunity to be in some of his movies? Or maybe she just wants to do this to make Dad mad. I don't know. It's really kind of interesting. I have 2 different stories about this, and I've got links to both of them. If you want to see it, I'm really not interested. The National Auschwitz Memorial ripped the Amazon show Hunters for major historic inaccuracies. they're saying, hey, you guys are not even close. So if you'd like to see all of the details on that, I'm not sure what that show is about.
I've never heard of it.
But apparently it wasn't right. I've got a link to that in the show notes for today at john@heidishow.com.
It's a new year. Have you made a resolution to quit drinking or to finally get away from drugs for good? These are both habits that are hard to kick, but you can do it. We want to help you. TimeForRehab.com is here to help you find the help you need with your particular situation. If you want to make this year the year you get the help you need to live a normal life again, start with a little help from us at TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Now, your scoop of the day brought to you by FunkyMonkeyShirts.com. A cargo ship nearing International Space Station is carrying candy and cheese to satisfy the astronauts' cravings. I got this story a couple days ago. It's probably there by now. 4-ton shipment. It says, it said it was orbiting the lab Tuesday. So, yeah, it's probably there for sure. But I don't know how long it takes to get there. Besides the usual experimental things and gear, it also has some cheddar cheese, some manchego cheese, I don't know if I said that right, some fresh fruits and veggies, some chocolate, and 3 kinds of gummy candy expressly requested by 3 of the astronauts. They said, we want some Skittles, some hot tamales, and some Mike and Ike's.
Wonder what kind of tip the delivery driver's going to need for that delivery.
Yeah, no kidding. I think it'd be cool to be one of those companies to go, wow, they mentioned us by name. We're wanted in outer space.
Crazy.
So it's cool. I got a link to that story. Also, it says we ask for them every holiday, but our gift cards are collecting dust. Right now, $21 billion in unredeemed gift cards are sitting in our wallets. I actually just used one that I got back in November. I used it like a week ago. Remember that? Mm-hmm. It says here, a survey recently showed that the average adult has this is ridiculous. The average adult has $167 in used gift cards or in-store credit right
Unused.
now. Yeah. Do you have that much?
I do not. I don't have any. I use mine if I get them.
We've got some certificates over here, but they're not like going to expire anytime soon. So we've got some stuff. We actually won some movie passes that we finally used those. So.
Yeah.
But 167, I think, is a big number for us. In Florida, the alleged robber of a convenience store was arrested not long after the crime took place. The employee working at the time of the robbery told deputies she knew the man because they used to work together. He trained her.
Oh, wow.
He was the former manager of that store.
Wow.
So that didn't take long for him to get arrested. 2 airline passengers who were seriously afraid of the coronavirus wrapped themselves in plastic sheets. The unidentified germaphobes made kind of a splash on Twitter. They were flying to Australia's Hamilton Island. They were wearing face masks along with plastic outfits. They contained holes for their arms and faces, and they were all wrapped up. I've got a photo. It's on Twitter. If you didn't see it, it was flying around earlier this week, end of last week. But yeah, interesting. According to a study, you can beat the workday blues by using your lunchtime to go for a walk. It's a good idea. Should do that sometime.
Yeah, as long as you live in nice temperatures so
Yeah.
that you can do that. That's a great idea.
Walk around the lunchroom table. I don't know. And one final thing. Authorities are trying to identify a man who stole lottery ticket display at 2 locations in San Dimas, California. Surveillance video shows a man in a gray sweater and a black hat approaching a counter of a smoke shop before grabbing an entire case of scratch-off tickets and running out the door. About 8 hours later, the same man entered a nearby donut shop and did the same thing. Both crimes occurred on January 22nd. Here's the thing that he doesn't realize.
Those tickets are numbered, and
Yeah.
they know where the tickets were sold.
So if you win those,
Yep.
and you go and say, hey, look at that one, they're going to be like, oh, hey, it was you. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, bad idea. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Student loan debt is out of control for many people. Are you one of them? The average graduate walks away with anywhere from $25,000 to $40,000 in student loans. Believe it or not, 2% even manage to owe over $100,000 by the time they graduate. If you have several different student loans, let us consolidate them into one loan and one payment at singlestudentloan.com. If you have only one student loan, we may be able to offer you a better rate to help you get that loan paid off sooner at singlestudentloan.com. That's singlestudentloan.com.
And it's time right now for Dear John Letters.
Dear John.
All right, Heidi, I've got a really good Dear John letter here, and I think you're probably going to have some awesome advice.
Okay.
Because you're good at this.
All right,
This
we'll
is like your thing.
Okay.
So here we go. Dear John, I have a new coworker who just started working here about a month ago. She's younger and kind of keeps to herself. I tried to talk to her one day, and I noticed that she had earbuds in, so we didn't even really meet. But I also noticed she wears the same few outfits all the time. She's about the same size I was before my husband and I went on a health kick a few years ago. I have our guest room closet full of clothes that would probably look super cute on her. My husband would love me to clear that space out since he uses the room as a man cave. I'm trying to decide how to approach her with this. I don't want her to think I'm being rude somehow. I've never really even talked to her, so this all feels kind of weird to me. Any ideas on this one? Should I just donate the clothes somewhere else? Should I slip her a note of some kind? Sorry, this all seems really weird. Any ideas? Signed, Closet Queen. That's my name for her. I'm the one that makes up all the names. I didn't know what to call her. Is that a good name? Closet
Sure,
Queen?
that's a great name.
So I'm going to ask you, because this is kind of your area. You've donated clothes to people. Is it weird to say, hey, you want some clothes?
Well, it is if you don't know the person.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was wondering.
So
So,
maybe first get to know her
yeah.
and then offer the clothes.
I worked with a guy that he was a little thinner than I am, but I had some clothes that didn't fit me anymore. So remember when I worked with Mike, and he wore like the same suit every day, and he had like 3 different shirts. And when I was in there one day, he actually started the conversation. He said, you got some really cool stuff. He was talking about my wife over here, Heidi. She buys me cool stuff. He said, you got some really cool stuff. Where do you get that? And I said, oh, Heidi gets it for me. I said, you know what? I got some stuff that would probably fit you. If you want it, I'll bring it in. He's like, are you serious?
But that's a little easier.
I know, because he approached me.
Well,
like
not only that, but he was smaller. So it's not like you're saying, hey there, fatty, I lost weight and you can have all my fat clothes.
I don't think that's what she
It's
said.
it's easier to say, hey, I've gained weight and I've got a lot of clothes that I can't wear anymore.
I remember when I was
That's
a
an easier
pipsqueak like you.
conversation to have, especially if it's a woman. It's an easier conversation
So that's where
to
I'm
have
wondering.
that you're smaller. I can't wear these anymore. Here you go.
So do you, in this case, then just say, I'm going to just go donate them somewhere. I'm going to get them out of the closet, but I'm not going to have this conversation with somebody I don't really know.
Right. If you don't know her very well, that's very brazen.
But
Or just, wait until she's inside and just put the bags in her car and let her find them and use what she can use.
you can donate these.
know?
Oh, hey, maybe what you do is you do a thing around the whole office. Say, hey,
Everybody, let's do a clothing swap.
I'm gonna
Everybody
do a-
bring in 10 items.
I'm going to clean out the closets and we're going to donate them. If anybody wants stuff, you can dig through it before we donate
That's
it. So let's bring
not
it
a
up.
bad idea.
Hey, this solves everything.
It does.
So there you go, and you can be the one that arranges this, and
There you go.
you'll be the hero of the office.
That's right.
You could do it under the little guise of spring cleaning.
Right.
Hey, we're gonna do some spring cleaning. Anybody else want to do this? We'll bring stuff in and put it in the conference
and
room
if you
or
want to
wherever
go
it would
through
be.
it first, take out what you can use, and we'll
And then
donate the rest.
Yeah, then whatever doesn't get picked up by people here in the office for free, then we'll donate
Right.
to somebody. Oh,
Love that
I like
idea. That's a great
Wow.
idea. Without having
that
to
your
say,
idea or was
hey,
that my
fatty,
idea?
you want my clothes?
Whose idea was that again?
That was your idea.
Wow, that was a good idea.
It was a good idea.
Usually you're the one with the good ideas. If you would like to chime in with your good ideas, you can certainly do that because who knows, maybe this is a terrible idea. We both think it's a good idea. You can chime in on our Facebook page, facebook.com/John and Heidi Show. Also, right on that same page, if you would like to chime in with your own Dear John letter, you can send that to us. I had somebody post one on the page one time. You can do that too, but it's easier if you just send it to us like as a message.
Right, and then
Then
see
I get it for
We'll
sure.
get it right away.
If you just post it on something, then I might
We
not
might
get
not
it.
see
I
it.
luckily did see that one, but I
Right.
don't always. So you can send the message to us through Messenger, or if you want to email it through our website, johnandheidishow.com. But we would love to answer your question, and we always keep it. What do you call it? Where we don't tell people who it is.
Anonymous.
That's the one. We always keep it anonymous. And again, you can chime in with your advice as well at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a lucky shirt? FunkyMonkeyShirts.com has several lucky shirts to wear next month for St. Patrick's Day. Or if it's a really lucky shirt, you can wear it every day. Green shirts, 4-leaf clovers, Irish sayings, and more. Don't wait. If you order your lucky shirt right now, it can be here in time to wear for St. Patrick's Day. Find t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, and more at FunkyMonkeyShirts.com. That's FunkyMonkeyShirts.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Sea lions can dance to a beat. There's only 2 mammals on Earth with the proven ability to move their bodies in time with an external beat. And it is, of course, I'm dancing while I'm doing this, sea lions and humans.
Some humans. I'm watching you dance.
Not
right
all.
now.
Well, I don't have a musical beat. If there was a musical beat over here, I'd be right in. Probably not. Researchers at the University of Santa Cruz researched a stranded sea lion in 2013. They found that she was so smart, they were able to get her to learn how to dance. They say parrots can also keep a rhythm. It was previously thought that the only animals capable of complex vocal learning could do this, but now they're saying no, maybe not, because sea lions can't talk,
Interesting.
as far as we know. Maybe they just don't have anything to say.
Maybe they don't want to talk to us.
That could be. They're just giving us a cold shoulder. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
When was the last time you got a new credit card? If you have a card that's been in your purse or wallet for a long time, you should check and see if you're getting the best rates. You may find a better credit card that will give you the points you want or cashback options you don't get right now. At bettercreditcards.com, you see all the major credit card companies and their best offers. Let them compete to earn your business. And if the one you have right now is better, keep it. Find a card that's a better fit for you at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, a news headline from somewhere in this world. Dateline Germany. A robber made off with $2,000 from a bank in Germany only to get caught after stopping to buy some coffee right up the street. What?
Wow.
Why would you do that? Like, oh, hey, I'm going to just sit right here and drink coffee with a giant duffel bag of money on my table. That is not the smartest thing to do. If you do that, you'll probably get caught like this guy did. And then you'll make news headlines from somewhere in this world.
It's a new year. Have you made a resolution to quit drinking or to finally get away from drugs for good? These are both habits that are hard to kick, but you can do it. We want to help you. TimeForRehab.com is here to help you find the help you need with your particular situation. If you want to make this year the year you get the help you need to live a normal life again, start with a little help from us at TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A very bizarre video of a Michigan man appearing to bathe in the sink at a Wendy's restaurant is raising some eyebrows. So this happened in a Wendy's restaurant in Michigan, and a Facebook customer said, this footage shows a shirtless man submerged in soapy water inside the fast food restaurant's industrial sink, usually used for cleaning dishes.
Cooking and...
And he says,
gross.
wash yourself. A uniformed Wendy's employee seen on camera says to a man smiling in the sink, he says, feels like a hot tub. I'm just enjoying life. The man,
my gosh.
I believe, was let go. It says here they confirmed the incident occurred at one of the 56 locations in this particular community in Michigan. Vice president of the company said that he's no longer working there. So,
oh, that's nasty.
yeah, they said, we've taken the appropriate steps to make sure this doesn't happen again. You shouldn't have to put that sign up. Don't
really,
bathe in the sink.
Yeah, that shouldn't even be a conversation.
I'm going to have to type one of those up now and put it in the sink area here.
Gross.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
Now, your moment of duh, brought to you by SingleStudentLoan.com. A Florida man with the last name Love got into a shootout with his ex-girlfriend's boyfriend. Does that make all sense right there?
Sure.
The ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend.
Ex-girlfriend's boyfriend, yeah.
He was trying to break into their home on Valentine's Day. Police say the victims were sleeping on the couch at 3 a.m. when they woke up to the sound of somebody breaking in, or at least trying to. The woman took their 3-month-old son to a bedroom while the man retrieved his gun and looked outside to see Travis Love pointing a gun at him. The victim fired around before his gun jammed. Love shot several times at the victim.
Oh, boy.
He retreated further into the residence, striking him in the right calf. The woman told officers she and Love dated for 5 years, but the relationship ended 3 years ago. And since then, he's harassed her and her boyfriend. Police said the screen door and the screen panel of the home had been cut, and a camouflage folding knife was found nearby. Anyway, it's a weird story. This could have been our weird news.
That could have been horrible.
But it's our moment of duh. Just, hey, you know what? When you break up with somebody and they break up with you, just leave them alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
Walk away.
Go another way. This guy's going to go to jail for a while now. It's not good. Bad idea. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
When was the last time you got a new credit card? If you have a card that's been in your purse or wallet for a long time, you should check and see if you're getting the best rates. You may find a better credit card that will give you the points you want or cashback options you don't get right now. At bettercreditcards.com, you see all the major credit card companies and their best offers. Let them compete to earn your business. And if the one you have right now is better, keep it. Find a card that's a better fit for you at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for fake news or Florida. Heidi, tell me, is this a true story from the great state of Florida, or is it fake news made up just to trick you and amuse me?
All righty.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, fake news or Florida? A Florida man hitched a ride on the back of a bus and hung on for 10 miles before fleeing. Fake news or Florida?
I'm going to say fake news.
No, it's a Florida story. It really happened. The thing that's interesting, this was submitted by the same person who had the fake story of a guy riding on the back of a police car for 5 miles. So on the bus was 10 miles.
The bus would have stopped.
Yeah, I don't know. Apparently they were just hanging
They
on.
have multiple stops, so why couldn't somebody have made him get off?
I think he was just hanging on
one
like
of
the
the
back
stops.
bumper or something. I'm not sure, but there you go. I've got a link to the story if you want to read it. It is in the show notes for today at JohnandHeidiShow.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Here's a headline. A veterinarian wanders the California coast treating homeless people's pets for free. This is really, I think, a touching story. Dr. Quan Stewart is a veterinarian in California, has been for over 20 years. The last few years, he's passionately been motivated to impact the lives of homeless pets and their owners. 9 years ago, he spent an afternoon, easy for me to say, offering medical care to pets of people experiencing homelessness in the Modesto area.
That's so sweet.
Cool. During this experience, he learned that these animals provided more than companionship to their owners. They offered love and hope and security. About 25% of our homeless population owns a pet, he said, and I knew that I had to set up a table at a soup kitchen and I could help a small group of animals. So that's what I did, and I called over anyone who would hold their pet, anyone who was holding their pet, and told them, hey, I'll take a look and vaccinate or treat them if I can.
Very nice.
After examining over a dozen pets that first day, he realized, wow, I need to do this more often. So over the last 9 years, it's been a big part of his life.
That's fantastic.
He's gone up and down the California coast. He launched a GoFundMe page to help raise funds to buy the medicines and the things that are needed. I've got a link to the story that has a link to that page if you want to get all the details. I think this is a really, really great story. And first of all, I got to say, I'm really sad that anybody is homeless because I just think that shouldn't happen. As homelessness is a very, very, very sad thing. But it's even sadder for a pet that can't make a choice. It's not the pet's choice. We were recently in Los Angeles, and there was a lot of homelessness. And we saw people there with pets that were homeless. And it was just very, very sad. And I feel very blessed to have the home that we have. You know, it's nothing too special, but it's a home.
Right.
And boy, you see a story like this, and you just think that's amazing that he's doing this. I've got a link to it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show.